All right, Wilson, I hope you're ready for this, man. Hang on to your seat, brother. I'm gonna keep this video nice, tight, clear, and concise, and I hope y'all are getting ready to pick up what I'm about to put down. For all you veterans, welcome back. To you new guy, girl, welcome to New Stuff TV. This is the Untechnical Tech Channel. I'm your host, Antoine. What in the True Wireless Earbud orgy is going on right here? Today, we're gonna be talking about like all the expensive, well, this isn't all the expensive earbuds, but we're gonna start out at $200 and go all the way up to $400 and compare these four earbuds to each other. We got the brand new NuraTrue coming in at $200 flat. Then we got the Sennheiser Momentum True Wireless coming in at $220. Then we got the Sony WF-1000XM4s coming in at about $280. And last but not least, coming in at $400, we got the Beoplay EQ. I will preface this video with saying, to me, to my ears, all four of these earbuds sound fantastic, and all four of them have really good active noise cancellation properties, and they all come with their own feature set. Now, Sony, the Sony WF-1000XM4s are going to probably be the most popular. Can we argue on that? Is that even an argument? I think the Sonys are probably the most popular, but they fall kind of like in the middle of the price scheme that we have here, anywhere from $200 to $400. We're just gonna start this thing out with the Sonys because for some things they're at the very top of my list, and then there's other things where they just sit right at the very bottom of my list. First, we're gonna start out with overall value. As far as all these headphones go, or earbuds, Sony is going to offer you the absolute most value per your dollar spent on the earbuds. These are all about technology. Sound it's somewhere mixed in there as far as their priorities on the list, but you got to give it to Sony for the best active noise cancellation of the bunch of four. You're getting Google Assistant, Alexa, and Siri, and you're getting it on the fly without having to press a button. They feature Speak to Chat, a feature where the mic's always listening to your voice, and as soon as you start speaking any words, the music cuts off and the ambient sound kicks in. That way you can have a conversation with somebody sitting in front of you. So that's a super clutch feature that I love to use all the time, along with the built-in integrated Google Assistant. As far as the touch controls and stuff like that, they are somewhat customizable. I get kind of irritated by not being able to control all the elements of the features with the touch controls. I think Sony could have done a better job here, but then again, after looking at it, Sony has done the best job out of all four of these earbuds. Now, we'll talk about sound a little bit later. I just wanted to let you know that Sony is going to give you the best value out of your purchase. They only come with 3 sets of foam comply tips, which I typically do not like. I tried to get used to them, but I just could not do it. This is a set of Spin Fit 360s, I believe. These actually worked well for me. I have a large one on my right ear and a medium one on my left. And these seem to work okay for me. As far as noise cancellation, I can't really tell that big of a difference between using the foam comply that they come with versus a silicone, which is the Spin Fit right here. But I was kind of upset that they only give you the foam comply tips with the Sonys, because the ear tips are not that expensive, man. Sony could have threw that in a box and let us decide for ourselves without me having to go spend an extra $15, $20 on some earbud or ear tips. So once again though, Sony is definitely the best value here. And if I may add, this is one of the sexier earbuds in this comparison right here. Sony has definitely outdone themselves with the look of this earbud. It's not a huge gigantic bud that protrudes from your ear and calls attention to you. And the case is nice and compact. It does have wireless charging, but this thing is flimsy as hell. This is just a rickety, plasticky, hollowy, cheap ass case, and I do not like the materials that they use. I've had far less expensive earbuds that use a more premium type of plastic, or just a more durable feeling plastic. I think Sony could have done a better job with the case, because this is something that houses your precious, $300 earbuds. I believe that they could have done something a lot better, as they have done in the past with the XM3 earbuds. Still on the topic of most value, I'm gonna move on to the Momentum True Wireless next. Here they are in all of their glory. It's a nice size earbud, although if you got a certain type of ears, it's gonna look like a bolt sticking out of your ear. If you got a certain type of ear, man, it's gonna look like 2 bolts sticking out of your ear. They do offer a great value, man. I got mine for $220, right? I don't know if that's the retail price or not, but that's what I bought them for a couple of weeks ago. And when it comes to value, you do get a lot. The thing I'm disappointed in most about is the lack of wireless charging. This does not have wireless charging. For $220, I expect wireless charging on a case, and it's a doggone shame because this is a really nice case. It's got a fabric on there. It's nice and it's constructed well. If I dropped it, I do not feel like anything is gonna happen. This is a solid case, man. I really like it a lot. And it's just a shame it doesn't have wireless charging on it. Now back to the value point, you do have, it's like a full feature set of controls and it's customizable as well. I really like the value that they're giving here by allowing you to manipulate your earbuds the way you want to, what's most comfortable to the user themselves. Now, just like the Sonys, they do have a very intricate app. The Sony probably has the most elaborate app, and we'll get back to that later. But secondary is gonna be the Sennheiser Momentum True Wireless. And in the value category, they are definitely number 2. Now, Nura really outdid themselves with these NuraTrue earbuds right here. If you look at them, it just looks like 2 big discs. And then you pull them out of the case, and you see this bud right here. It's just a disc on the top, man. You slap that bad boy in the ear and it just feels really good, man. And I like that disc because you can just kind of turn it really easy without actually accidentally pressing the touchpad there. But in the category of value, these come in third because there is no wireless charging. You get this case, man. I don't know about this case. The bottom half of it seems very nice. It seems pretty durable, but then you got this flimsy little lid here, man. And I'm afraid if I drop it, not only am I gonna scar up my nice plastic here, but this lid just might flip off if it falls the wrong way. So I don't know, man. I judge by things like that. Inside of the app, that's where all the magic happens, right? You do this setup and Nura actually goes into your ear and figures out what you like to hear for you. So these would be great for the kind of person that doesn't like to spend too much time messing around with EQs and stuff like that. You just want really great sound that's tailored for you. So I would have to give these the third spot for value because of the lack of, the materials used and the lack of wireless charging, but the ease of setup and everything, man, it's gotta go to the Nura because they just do everything for you. There's really not much else in the app except, kind of the touch controls, which I'm not a fan of really at all at this point, but that's why they're sitting at number 3 on the value chart. Now we have the Bang & Olufsen's, which is number 4 on the value chart because they cost $400 and they offer pretty much the same thing as the rest of them. What you're paying for is sound, okay? That's another category, but that's what you're paying for. You're paying for $400 worth of sound and really, really good quality materials because this case right here, although I would hate to drop it, man, I would hate to drop this case because it is, kind of like is this aluminum? I don't know if it's like an aluminum or plastic. It feels like plastic, but it is gonna be marred up. But I do not feel like it's gonna break and my buds are gonna go flying everywhere because they do have very strong magnets in here. And when you pull out this earbud, man, when you pull out this earbud, look at it, Wilson. All right, when you pull that sucker out, man, you get nothing but beauty there. It's a good quality constructed earbud there, and it's the second sexiest one of the bunch of 4. So for value, man, even though they have an app and they do have the wireless charging, that's all good to go. But for value, because the price is so high, I gotta take them down to number 4. Now, when it comes down to it, there are a ton of things I could actually compare when it comes to these 4 earbuds. I'm gonna leave that up to you, man. Pull up 4 different web tabs and go through the tech specs if that's what you're into. Like I said, this is the Untechnical Tech channel, but I will tell you about some lifestyle stuff that may be important to a lot of people, such as battery life. Sony is actually boasting the longest battery life at 8 hours. Coming in at a hot second is the EQs at 7.5 hours. While the Sennheiser Momentum 2 and NuraTrue come in at 7 and 6 hours respectively. All 4 earbuds come with IP ratings that give you splash resistance and some even splash proof. But I start noticing that as you go up in price, you start to lose things like, single bud use with the Sennheisers. Out of the groups, the Sennheiser Momentums are the only ones where you can't use one bud over the other. There's no single bud use here for $229 and even $230 on their website. website. But in my opinion, they make up for it with overall loudness. A lot of you come to me with this, is it loud stuff? Let me give you a little bit of advice, man. Start listening to your music responsibly and protecting your ears during the time that you're not listening to music, because I'm starting to think a lot of you have really damaged your hearing. All these headphones get plenty loud for me. I usually cannot listen to them at peak volume because they're just too damn loud. But if you want the loudest ones of the bunch, get the Sennheiser Momentum True Wireless. Dude, you gotta start protecting your hearing, man. But since we're talking about overall loudest volume, they're all pretty much the same once you get past the Sennheiser Momentum 2, but the Beoplay EQ, they're kind of special in the loudness department because they get loud enough for me, but it's not unbearingly loud. But here's what I noticed. You gotta turn it up to about maybe 50–60% for it to not be extra low. You gotta get past that 50–60% threshold, and then you got kind of an optimum listening level. But then after that, it just goes woo, it just goes way up. But what I did find, and this is only with the Beoplay EQ, is that even at the lowest listening levels, I'm talking 30, 40, 50% in that range, you are getting absolute sound quality. I don't know if it's just because of the noise cancellation or what it is, man, but I'm hearing all the details at the lowest volume levels. I can't say that for any of these other 4 earbuds. When you get up into this price range, man, you definitely want the absolute best sound quality. I'm gonna start with the worst sound quality of them all, and then I'll work my way up. Hands down, man, there's no argument here. Sony's win the award for absolute worst sound quality when it comes to these 4 earbuds. Sorry, Sony, man. It's a good sound. I like it. It sounds great. It's nice and bass forward, but it sounds like trash when you compare them to all these other earbuds, Sony. I'm sorry. And you can EQ these all you want to. You can use all your aptX and your LDACs and AACs and SBCs. You can use all the stuff you want to, but it's gonna sound good alone. But then if you go do a side-by-side comparison with any of these other 3, you're probably gonna wanna throw these out the window and feel like you wasted your money, because they do not sound that great compared to something such as, let's go with the NuraTrue, because the NuraTrue is what made me feel like these Sony sounded like garbage. The NuraTrue is a very personalized sound. You don't have to do nothing. Don't touch nothing. It is a full-bodied sound. It makes it feel like you're, it's just, I don't know, man. I really don't know how else to describe it, man, but it's a fantastic sound that comes out of here. And it's really submersive. Speaking of submersive, they have submersive mode, or immersive mode, I should say. And you can toggle that up or down, and it just adds more body and bass to your music. So if you want the bass, oh, the NuraTrue's got it, man. But they're not undone or outdone by the Sennheiser Momentum True Wireless. Sennheiser usually has a pretty bright sound signature, and I've always liked them for that, but I'm a bass head, so I like a lot of bass. But I don't do like trap music type of bass, man. I'm not into the, the overly bassy, muddy stuff. I like that precision on the bass, man. I like drums and stuff, and Sennheiser delivers hard in that department, man. In Sennheiser's app, they have this 3-band EQ that you can toggle the bass, the mids, or the highs, or you can use their little wave EQ, which I really like. I position mine in that sweet spot where I like to keep it. I've done videos for all 4 of these, and I've messed around with the apps for you guys on the screen, so you know where I like my music on the Sennheisers. You can just tweak it just right, man, and get that right amount of bass, man. It's just making me smile right now because it's just nice. It's just nice. Very, very clean, crisp music, man. You can hear a lot of details in there, and you get that bass right where it needs to be. For all you bass heads out there who still really, really appreciate nice, clean music, Sennheiser's the Momentum 2 is definitely the way to go. But in the case of this video with the 4 earbuds I got in front of you, man, I cannot deny it. The best experience I've had so far listening to my music was with these B&O EQs. These things are a powerhouse when it comes to audio quality. Look, man, they cost $400 freaking. I don't like that. I don't like it one bit. But you kind of start to get over it when you start listening to them, man. They do have the touch controls and everything. I'm waiting on an update. B&O, if you can do your boy a favor, update these, because within the app, you have touch controls for volume. You got touch controls for ANC, ambient sound, and it all works really well. You got the play and pause, you got answer and end calls, but you do not have track controls or a voice assistant. As soon as they get a voice assistant, or as soon as they get the track controls, I can live without a voice assistant. But if they get the track controls on here, these are easily going to be my favorite earbuds, simply because of the sound quality. I hate the fact that they cost as much as they do, but god dog it, man, they did it with these. So that is my conclusion to the top 4 earbuds, or it's not even top 4 earbuds. It's just, you know, a battle between these 4 earbuds. But man, I got some serious advice for you. All these are the most expensive earbuds I own, okay, in my personal collection. Now, that doesn't mean you need to go spend all this money. This is the solid advice. Come up with a budget for yourself, whether it be $100, $200, $300, $400, $500, $600, right? Buy the earbuds you feel most attracted to. And then this is the key right here. This is the key. Stop watching YouTube videos for like the next 6 months. Start enjoying your earbuds to the fullest. Don't pay attention to nothing, okay? Stop watching TV, stop watching YouTube videos, because there is always gonna be something coming out that's better. It has the next best feature, something better than yours already has, and you just bought them, and you don't even get to enjoy them because somebody's telling you that this one is better. It's always gonna be like that. So just enjoy what you got, bro. Now, this next piece of advice is super important, man. It's super important. Get yourself any set of earbuds. It doesn't even matter how much they cost. Don't matter how many features they got. ANC, none of that stuff, man. Just plug them into your ears just like this. Connect them to your phone and go over to Talk to Me, the podcast nobody asked for. That's my new podcast, man. Go over there and hang out for a while. It's a good podcast, man. You don't want to miss the next one. Hey, until I see y'all again, y'all keep being good to each other, and I'll see you when I see you. Hey, what's up, man? I'm just editing this video, waiting on these fools to hit that like and subscribe button. Oh, cool. All right, man, I'll see you in a bit then. Look, man, I got stuff to do, and you gotta go. So hurry up and hit the button, man, and get on with your life. And I'll see y'all when I get back.
Are you not entertained? Are you not entertained? Is this not why you are here?